This is got to do with the case against Ranveer Allahbadia. Guwahati police registering case against 5 YouTubers, including Ranveer, for allegedly promoting obscenity. Assam police has registered an FIR against several YouTubers, including Ashish Chanchlani, Jaspreet Singh, Apoorva, Makhija, Ranveer Allahbadia, Samay Raina, for promoting obscenity and engaging in sexually explicit and vulgar discussions in a show. Earlier, of course, a complaint was filed against Ranveer and several others who were part of the show before the Mumbai police. Now let's go straight across to Anuj on this. Anuj, even as Ranveer has given out an apology post the outrage, we know that an FIR has been registered in Guwahati. No FIR yet in Mumbai, but multiple complaints before the Mumbai police. Take us through details of the probe.
This video started surfacing on internet on the morning of the 10th February, that is yesterday. And it's just a 20-25 second clip that started making rounds, bringing everyone's attention to this particular video. We saw Nilesh Misra tweet about it first, and then of course many others started talking about it. And then that is where the attack against Ranveer Allahbadia in particular, alongside of course the Latent show, started becoming very strong. Now there have been certain political reactions to it as well. We've seen that leaders from different political parties have asked for a reaction, have asked for a strong action against Ranveer, especially from the opposition parties, given the fact that Ranveer received the Creator of the Year award from the Prime Minister himself not too long ago. But as far as the probe development here in Mumbai is concerned, yesterday the Mumbai police visited the car studio where the Latent show is usually shot. The first plan of action from the Mumbai police is just to understand on when exactly did this show take place, because it's a recorded show, right? So it was recorded a few days before it was aired on YouTube. So when did that particular proceeding take place, and what was the content in entirety of this particular episode? Because we've seen that several other complaints have also started resurfacing about how this is not just a one-off example, but this show has been putting out obscene content, what can be considered as obscene by many, out on a regular basis. And it's also a very popular channel on YouTube, which is open to all without any discretion, for adult only. So all of these things will be looked into very minutely by the Mumbai police. Yesterday we had Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis speak about how the freedom of expression should not go to an extent where it is affecting the freedom of someone else's expression, and hence hinted at strong action being taken against all those involved. Although just a probe has started in Mumbai and any FIR hasn't been lodged as of yet. At the moment, the Mumbai police is in the process of collecting as much information as they can before lodging any FIR if they want to in future.
All right. Also, Anuj, of course, these are the details as far as investigations are concerned. A lot of political reactions as well. We know that Ranveer has come out and apologized. He put out that video despite that FIR registered, despite that probe on. But interestingly, Samay Raina, who is the host of the show, and several other organizers of this show have maintained silence.
Well, yes, you see, when the backlash happened, it primarily happened against Ranveer Allahbadia, because the quote-unquote joke that was highlighted by people on social media or on different platforms was of Ranveer Allahbadia, and the backlash that the Latent show received, or Samay Raina, who runs the show primarily, received, was mostly secondary in nature. It is much later that people started talking about how this show in itself, has been putting out some sort of a misogynist content where, there is no limitation or restriction to the kind of language that is used, and matters like religion and even gender are made fun of on this kind of platforms, which is why the direct attack was on Ranveer Allahbadia. He apologized, but there has been no such post being put out by Samay Raina as of yet. But what we're expecting is, once the probe by Mumbai police reaches in the other stage, it will be interesting to see whether they will at any point of time try and make contact with these people and try and understand their perspective as well. It is at that point of time that we can expect some sort of reaction from the organizers or Samay Raina himself. But as of now, the sole focus of the backlash, either on social media or as far as the investigation goes, is solely against Ranveer Allahbadia. but people who are looking at in entirety are also looking at the past history of the show, because the show has been running for quite a few months. It has had a lot of guests, a lot of comedians talk about, the entire concept of the show is, roasting the contestants and the contestants roasting the judges back. So roasting is nothing new from this show, but it is the kind of language that is used while roasting or demeaning the other person that has, that has spread shockwaves. So yes, the past history will also be checked, and that is where it will become instrumental to know whether Samay's apology is expected or not.
Right. All right. So a lot of backlash and anger over these comments. We'll have to see whether the Mumbai police will be summoning Ranveer Allahbadia. But as of now, FIR registered against Ranveer by Guwahati police, and we have Ratnadeep with all the details.
In a major development, Guwahati police has registered FIR against several YouTubers including Ranveer Allahbadia, Apoorva, Makhija, Ashish Chanchlani and many others. Now this FIR has been registered after a youth in Guwahati lodged a complaint regarding a show in which some alleged obscene remarks were made by Ranveer Allahbadia, for which Ranveer Allahbadia has already issued an apology on social media. However, a local youth in Guwahati had registered a complaint, and after looking at the content that was given to police with the complaint, the police has lodged a formal FIR and under various sections of the Bharat Nyaya Sanhita, including outraging modesty of women and obscene act against Ranveer Allahbadia, Apoorva, Makhija, Samay Raina and Ashish Chanchlani and many others. Now, what we have been given to understand by Guwahati police that since the FIR has been registered last evening, and from today onwards there would be an investigation which will start. Since the content is on social media, therefore various sections of the Information Technology Act has also been incorporated in the FIR. Guwahati police says that normal procedures of investigation would be followed, and therefore it is expected that the people who are accused here will be served with summons or notices. And since the incident or the show was recorded in Mumbai, therefore there are possibilities of Guwahati police getting in touch with Mumbai police for assistance in this investigation. This comments have already created outrage in social media, even in Assam and other parts of Northeast. And in fact, there have been also the issue has been trending, and in between, after this local youth who had complained to the Guwahati police, now the case has been registered and the investigation would take place, and in all likelihood notices would be served to the people who are accused in this case.